Today's Spontaneanation is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your ideas. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Try Squarespace at squarespace.com and enter offer code PFT at checkout to get 10% off. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. This week's Spontaneanation is once again brought to you by Simply Safe. Do you want home security but don't want the hassle? Aggressive sales guys, bloated monthly fees, long-term contracts that lock you in? Simply Safe is for you. It's easy. Just go online to simplysafepaul.com. Check the price tag and you'll see Simply Safe is way less than the quotes the other guys will give you. A few days later, Simply Safe is on your doorstep and you can have it up and running in 30 minutes. Now your home is safe, protected by award-winning 24/7 professional monitoring. And it's only $15 a month. Half what the big guys charge, with no contract or commitments. Protect your home. Go to simplysafepaul.com. Spontaneanation listeners get an exclusive 10% off. simplysafepaul.com. Welcome. Welcome, friends. Welcome, family. Welcome, cousins. Play cousins. Welcome, uncles. Not related by blood, but who were there when we were growing up. Welcome, pets. Goodbye, dead pets. How long did you think you were going to last anyway? Oh, the quaint ignorance of pets. What are they thinking? Do they think, oh man, I got it made in the shade. I live in a house. People feed me. They have to attend to my every need because I'm a dumb dog. And it's going to be like this forever. It's not. You gonna die, pets. Now that's not a threat. I'm just stating a fact. Unless, and I will of course exclude, tortoises and African gray parrots. Guys, you're in it for the long haul. Join us, African Greys. I forget how many words they can learn, but I bet it's too many. And I bet there's a time when you and your African Grey are both 80 that you're like, oh, why didn't I get a parakeet? Average life expectancy? Who cares? Here's what comes out when I do these things, folks. I seem to have some weird problem with birds. I don't know where it comes from. I don't walk around my daily life hating birds, but put me on a microphone and boy, oh boy, have I got a lot to say about them. I respect those African gray parrots. They're huge. They got a mind of their own. They don't just want crackers. Is that still a thing that people are teaching their parrots to say? Or is that just from like Three Stooges movies or something? Polly want a cracker. When did we all agree that that was a name for parrots? I'm not saying it's a bad name for parrots. It's pretty good. I love the alliteration. Polly Parrot. Just like the, oh no, what about that actress named Polly Perrette? Do you think, guys, do you think she is an African gray parrot in disguise? I don't know how tall she is. I don't know if she has hands or wings. I've never seen a photo of her from the neck down. And I won't watch her show, NCIS, because I don't know what it stands for and I don't like mysterious acronyms. LOL, love it. I know what it is. It's simple. It's direct. NCIS. There could be bad words in there. And that's why they had to shorten it. Now, I'm not going to stoop to their level and recite what I think those words are. Because I am Alec Baldwin. Listen, If you are enjoying the sound of my voice as much as I am right now, we're like a person who owns an African gray parrot and that African gray parrot going through life together. Simpatico. Anyway, I guess my point is, happy birthday, sentient birds. I'm glad we'll both be alive for the same amount of time. Oh, hello. Welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I'm the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest to have a chat with me. And then I invite some improviser pals to improvise a narrative with me. It may or may not include details that come up in my chat with a special guest. So far, always has. I'm waiting for the day when it doesn't. Not just waiting, praying. Because here's what I want to do. Now, I know I called this person a special guest, but I want to obliterate the memory of them. Now, that's a weird thing for a host to say, especially with a special guest sitting right next to me, awaiting our chat. But you know what? I play by my own rules. I don't follow the usual podcast rules as laid out by The Hague. All right. Folks, now it's time to introduce our special guest. This gentleman, I know him from, I don't know why the funeral march is being played. He is alive. All my guests have been living. I do not know if they remain so by the time you are hearing this, but that is not my fault. This gentleman was kind enough to employ me on a television program that he invented called BoJack Horseman, on which I essay the role of Mr. Peanut Butter, all one word. Peanut butter is all one word. Mr. is separate from other words, as it always is. It's the rule of misters. I almost feel as if I've gotten off track. Please welcome to Spontaneanation, Raphael Bob-Waksberg.
Hello.
Not done introducing you, Berg. I wanted to give you the Oprah style.
Now?
Big build-up. Now.
Okay.
Now
Hello.
you are on. Raphael, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure. Thank you for lowering the expectations for me, because I was coming here, I was like, oh, I got to say a lot of interesting stuff so they can use it. But now maybe I could be the guy that no one remembers immediately. So now that you set that up, like, I'm ready to not say anything of value or interest.
Can I tell you something?
That's the bar I can clear.
I did not mean to reveal my secret plan
Oh.
this early in the proceedings. We're on episode 18. I was hoping for 25 at least, where I would say, I want to...
But you looked at my face and it came out.
It was
this is the one. You decided.
Exactly.
We're ready.
That was like some people, you know, they have a dog and it's time to put it down and they like hold the hammer over the dog's head and they're like, I can't do it. And that's what I was like. Is that not how it's done? I've never had a pet, so I don't know.
You know what I read recently about dogs?
What's that?
I was thinking about during your monologue. I read that dogs think of us the same way we think of them. And so, like, when we leave the house,
right,
and they go crazy, it's because they're worried, like how we would go crazy if they left the house. It's like, are they going to come back? They don't know. They're worried about us, and they think they're in charge.
I thought they thought of us as dumb idiots.
No,
because that's
cats.
how we think of dogs.
That's cats think of us as dumb idiots.
Listen, we could litigate cats v. dogs all day.
Pretty sure.
Raphael, I have a question for you. This is submitted by our previous guest.
All right. I'm ready.
You said you wanted to know who the guest was.
I'm curious who. Well, let's hear the question first, and then if I'm mad, I'll say who asked that.
Okay.
But if it's a great question, I'll be like, cool.
Here we go. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Gun to your head, it begins.
Oh, already I'm nervous.
Choose a reality competition show to come to your home.
Oh. Is that the end of the question?
That's the end of the question. It's more of a command with the threat of violence.
Oh, a reality competition show to come. Okay, who asked me that question? Can I?
Well, Raphael, if you are curious as to the identity of our previous guests, I would suggest you and the listener check out our previous episodes. Go to earwolf.com and look for the Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins page. Hours of listening pleasure await you.
You really set me up for that. I
really
thought you were
did.
going to answer my question.
Nope.
I've been sabotaged.
You have been.
Well, that's a great question. You know what it is a little bit?
Do you watch reality shows?
None of them. I have in the past.
Right.
But I don't have time.
Can I say something? Hold on a second.
Yes.
When people say I don't have time to do this, that, or the other thing,
don't have time.
Is horseshit.
I don't have time for reality programs.
You don't want to watch them, is what you're saying.
No, I don't. It's true.
Because you make the time to watch other things.
Yeah, but I don't really have time for those things either.
But you make the time for it.
I make the time.
That's right.
I don't make the time.
It's a big difference.
For reality shows. What reality shows come to your house? Like the $1 Million Sweepstakes kind of thing?
I have absolutely no idea.
Like Survivor doesn't
because
come
I don't
to your
have time
house.
for that shit.
Does
Survivor?
Quite a thing. If I was sitting at home, like ding dong, it's Jeff Probst. Like, you're going to an island, let's go.
But or is the island coming to you?
Well, I'd have the advantage.
This is the thing. This question,
I would know where everything is.
You may interpret this question however you wish.
If Survivor came to my house, I wouldn't like that because all these other dirty people in my home, I think, would get obnoxious after a while.
Are they still dirty in your house?
Well, my house isn't the cleanest.
But you have a shower there, right?
Yeah, but it's messy more than dirty. We have one bathroom. I think to share it with a lot of people,
right?
It would, and I think part of the appeal of Survivor is to get dirty. So I think people would like go out of their way to kind of also play mind games with me, try to make me feel uncomfortable in my own home.
Exactly.
I wouldn't like that. Amazing Race, I think I could do in my apartment because I know where everything is. Real easy. It's a mess, but it's like it's a organized mess. Like I know the piles. What's where.
Can I throw this at you?
You may.
What if they put obstacles in your apartment?
Like little traffic cones and things?
Sure.
What kind of obstacles?
Sure.
Like I got to walk around the broken egg.
Do you? Broken egg.
Yeah, like an egg on the floor.
In the kitchen. That's very dangerous.
Well, it could be anywhere.
Well, it's a little more dangerous. I would say, is your kitchen carpeted?
No.
Oh, you should think about it.
Okay.
Do you know that
the egg just soaks up right there. You don't have to clean it.
In the UK,
you get a nice little memory of where the egg was.
Hot enough to
souvenir.
Hot enough to crack an egg on the carpet,
as the expression goes.
Did you know that in the UK they call traffic cones? They call them witch hats.
They do not.
Yes, they do.
I've never been to the UK, and I feel like you're rubbing that in my face right now.
You should
go.
You
can tell me anything, and I believe you.
You should go and see if you can make someone say it.
Can I tell you something about the UK? When I was a kid,
I wish you would. I'm sorry for the listener. United Kingdom. Go ahead.
Yes. Well, that's exactly. And when I was a kid, in your shoes it has like US and UK, and I grew up in a Jewish community with a lot of immigrants, and so I thought UK stood for Ukraine. Because I'd never heard of United Kingdom. I was like, in the Ukraine, they're this size. But here in America, they're this size.
That would probably be a third size. I think it would be US, UK, and then
Ukraine.
Ukraine. And it's not the Ukraine, right? Isn't it just Ukraine?
Well, because I only heard the UK, so I think I might have assumed it was the Ukraine.
I always thought it was the Ukraine. And then
Ukraine,
I was
Ukraine. We all train for Ukraine.
That's right, comma.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I thought that England and Great Britain were two entirely different places.
Yeah, Great Britain and then boring old England.
I did not realize that England was part of Great Britain, and I don't know what I thought. But this was 8th grade when I found this out, and I probably should have known.
Did you think one was like a magical kingdom and one was like a real place?
I think one was where Mr. Tumnus lived.
Ooh, who's Mr. Tumnus?
From the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, of course, yes.
He was a faun.
Oh.
And he called children, he called boys and girls sons of Adam and daughters of Eve.
Ooh.
Because of religious.
Pushing that religion in there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you read any of that stuff when you were a kid?
I loved the Phantom Tollbooth, which was not about religion. It was about learning.
Right.
And being alone, kind of.
Second time that book has come up on the show.
Well, it's a wonderful book.
Can you remember any of it?
I will tell you yes, because it's one of my favorite books of all time, and I will tell you that it holds up beautifully.
Okay, boy named Milo. He's bored with his life. Everything's kind of shitty. But the big twist is that his attitude was shitty, because everything was just kind of normal. Like and then this magical toll booth appears in his room, and he goes through it, and he goes to a wonderful land of learning and wordplay and cleverness. And it's a lot of it is like expressions that are literal. Right.
Like you jump to conclusions, and then you jump to a place called conclusions. There's a lot of that.
Right.
Like I think Mr. Juster had a long list of like aphorisms.
Mr. Who?
Norton Juster was his name, I believe. Don't. It's on the tape now that I said that. I hope that's right.
I will take your word for it.
One of my favorite books. Yeah, that guy. Norman or Norton or Justin or something like that. With beautiful illustrations by Jules Pfeiffer.
That I remember.
He goes to a magical world and he comes back and he's like, you know what? I have a better attitude. I can't wait to go back to that magical world again. And then it's gone. And it's like, nope, your attitude's better now, so you don't need it.
That's
the whole
right.
world is your Phantom Tollbooth.
Yeah. Even though we have actually shown you true magic.
Right.
That has now denied you.
Nope.
And you have to just get a better perspective on this dumb world.
Because somebody else needs it more. There's only one Phantom Tollbooth.
Oh, shit.
You got to go to the next place.
And what was the dog with the clock?
Talk. He wasn't a dog with a clock. He was a watchdog. Get it? Because everything was a pun.
I get it. What were some of the other books of that?
Just that one.
That was it.
That was the only book I liked. Well, let me think. I loved British to Terabithia, which is like the opposite because like they made a made-up world, but it wasn't real. It was just pretend. And then she died.
Wait, what?
Sorry, spoiler. Oops. She dies in it.
So, some people have kids here.
Oh.
And they may have been wanting to introduce that book to their kids.
Well,
not now.
Don't
obviously.
listen to this in the car with the kids.
Well, wait.
Pull over.
So, Bridge to Terabithia, they had.
All I remember is she dies. I'm sorry.
Well, hold on. I don't even know who she is.
It was Leslie?
It was a bunch. It was a bunch of kids.
Two kids.
They're
both loners. They were real outcasts.
Hardly a bunch. And they created a fake world.
Yeah.
But then it became real to
No,
them?
it never became real.
It never became real.
It was just a pretend world. It was just like make-believe. They used to play together, and then one of them died. And then the boy was sad, but he had the memories. So I guess if I had to pick a reality show, it would not be Kitchen Nightmares. That's for sure. I don't want that guy.
You don't want Gordon
me.
Ramsay yelling at you about your home kitchen?
I wouldn't go on that show, let alone have that show come to me. Who wants to yell
is
that?
the kitchen carpeted? It's soaking up too much egg, you donkey.
Sorry, sir. I didn't realize this has become a real nightmare, is what I would say to
Don't
that.
call me sir. I haven't been knighted.
They're very particular about that over in the UK.
Well, it's a big
Again,
deal.
you rubbing your UK knowledge in my face.
It's part of Great Britain. What about shows like Project Runway, where you have to make a thing?
Oh, that would be fun, but I'm terrible at making things. So I do very poorly on that show as well. But it'd be fun to have them come to my house and dress up, and I get to, if I could be a judge on Project Runway, and be like, that looks great, that looks bad.
I guess that could be...
Right, I don't have to be a contestant. I could be...
It doesn't say. There's nothing
in fun? Kid Nation would be great. Remember
Kid
that
Nation
show?
is where kids ran a town,
It's Survivor, but with little kids.
Yeah.
And then the problem with the show was, because I watched
It was
every
illegal?
episode. Well, I would say the problem was it was not illegal enough. Because I really wanted to be like, oh, kids running wild, what are we going to do? But it was too structured. It was almost like a summer camp.
Right.
And it's like, why are we watching these? Like, stop giving them activities. Like, just let them like form their own society and see what happens.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, but
the show.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
But instead, it's like
That's what we all wanted.
You always got to remember, oh, there's these cameramen and like PAs all over. There's adults everywhere, just right off a camera. But I really wanted like, kids going wild.
But it would have been
and so if it was at my apartment, that's what it would be.
so much footage of kids just crying.
Yeah. I don't know if that would have done better, but it was only one season anyway, so you might as well try it.
True.
Like, it's not like the way they had worked. It was a big flop.
What about those beauty pageant shows? Like
what beauty? Like Toddlers and Tiaras?
Yeah. Hold on. Can I call you on the incredulity? What beauty pageant shows? Like Toddlers and Tiaras?
I was thinking like adult beauty pageant shows. I was
like the Miss America pageant.
Is that a reality show?
Technically, I
feel like there was a big race with like when American Idol came out that like everything is suddenly a reality show.
Yeah.
We're like, no, American Idol's a talent competition. Those have existed for like 40 years.
Yeah.
But because it was like cool to be a reality show, it's like we're a reality show now. I don't know why I'm so strict about the title. Like, what counts as reality?
Well, do you remember American Idol? They used to have them all in a house.
You're right.
Yeah.
And
every show had a house when it first started.
Well, yeah, because they didn't live in Hollywood. They had to come out and they had to find a place to live.
Right.
And there was I wish they'd done more about the house. Actually, I'm curious about that. But I think there wasn't a lot of tension because they were just busy practicing their songs.
Have you ever watched Manor House or 1940s House or any of these?
Are these British shows? These sound like English shows.
I think they started as British shows,
Yeah.
and I think there have been American adaptations, and I think they run them on PBS, where people live under the conditions of a certain time period.
But is it like real though?
It's real enough that the upstairs downstairs people, like the Manor House people, you know, they come from all walks of life, and the people that got to be the upstairs people. Yeah. Boy, they really missed it when it was time for that to end, being waited on hand and foot.
Well, yeah, you get used to that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that coming into my house. Oh, but what if I have to be one of the downstairs people? No, but I live upstairs, so I think I'd be okay.
Would you if you were one of the downstairs people, would you just engage in some scheming?
Oh yeah, when I was in middle school, I had a real behavioral problem, and this was there was one history teacher, Mr. Powell. He hated me with good reason, but I hated him too because he was terrible.
Now you would act up in class?
Yeah. So here's the example of what you made me think of is there was one we were learning about American history, and this was like I think a big part of the curriculum was like experiential learning, like you are there, like what was it like. And so there was one day where it's like, you guys are going to be on a slave ship. And by the way, I think there was like one black kid in the class. We were all white.
Oh, dear.
And we were all going to be slaves. And a couple of us were like the slave masters, like walking back and forth along the ship. And we had all to like lie down in this cramped space. And they taped up our hands. And then I, realizing it was just tape, I staged a slave uprising. And like I got out, and then I crawled around, and it was like, all right, come on, we're going to do it. And I got in big trouble for that.
Sure.
Because I guess the slaves didn't have uprisings.
They also did not have tape on their hands.
The problem is I didn't believe in the fiction of the I broke the rules. Right. I broke the fourth wall. And there was another time, this is the opposite, where I was like, all right, we're doing the thing. We got to be in character. And it was the Continental Congress, and we each had like a different person we were of the olden times.
Fucking boring.
Like, and we had to study up on this person. Oh, it was terrible. But it was like, but we're living it, right? We're doing it. And I don't know who my guy was, but I learned all about him. And we're like voting on different things. And it's like, okay, you know, we live in a democracy. Who gets to vote? And I was like, I think white men should get to vote. And other people were like, I think women and black people should vote too. And I was like, no, I think it should be just white men. And everyone else was like, come on. I was like, no, because I'm the character. I'm doing the thing. So I couldn't win either way.
Oh, you're not breaking the reality now.
Well, now I'm like, we're doing it, so let's do it. And and there was like giving me dirty looks like, no, me as, you know, Nathaniel whoever, I am saying it should be white men.
Right.
And I got outvoted. I was like, you guys are all terrible actors.
Was this also under the supervision of Mr. Powell?
Mr. Powell, yeah. And then
did he not commend you for that?
No, he hated me. I couldn't win with him. By this point, it was trouble.
There's no pleasing this guy.
But this is, you know, I'm giving you the examples of when I was like creative and fun, but I was also just a real asshole. Just in general. I was terrible.
Well, Raphael, yes. I think you've grown into quite a delightful man.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for being here. You are at Raphael BW on Twitter.
That is correct. Great tweets.
Season... Oh my God, it's season 2, right?
Season 2.
I have no concept of time anymore. Season 2 of BoJack Horseman is available right now. It's on Netflix. It's all there.
If you like listening to Paul F. Tompkins, and if you don't, stop, you got the wrong podcast.
You really, I commend you for making it this far.
But if you do, you can listen to a whole lot of him on BoJack Horseman, and he is wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Delightful.
It is a crazy show that I'm so thrilled to be a part of. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Raphael, I am going to ask you for a location for our improv, and I will ask you to provide a question for our next week's guest. This will all happen during the break, and then when we come back, we will meet our impro pals. Impro is a fun way to say improviser. We have a good time. Take it away, Ad. Hey, Dolores, are you familiar with David Foster Wallace? I'm sorry, Rabbi. Could you hold that thought? Mitch, my husband and I are renewing our vows. What are you doing? Well, A24 Films presents The End of the Tour, starring Jason Segel as the acclaimed late author David Foster Wallace and Jesse Eisenberg as Rolling Stone journalist David Lipsky. Mitch, do you think maybe this is a conversation that could have waited until, say, after the ceremony? End of the Tour is based on David Lipsky's memoir of the 5 days he spent interviewing David Foster Wallace in 1996, following the publication of Wallace's groundbreaking novel, Infinite Jest. It's a transfixing portrait of one writer trying to crack the brilliant mind of another. It wasn't enough you talked me into making your twin brother a ring bearer? The end of the tour is a moving rumination on fame, success, genius, the loneliness of being an artist, and the shared experience of being human. Speaking of shared experiences, this isn't one of them. Please step out of the chuppah. See the trailer at a24films.com. The end of the tour is in select theaters July 31st. And Mitch, you're in trouble right now. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of your website. Hi, Frankie Valli here for Squarespace. Whether it's for a business site, a portfolio, a restaurant, or whatever else, in this day and age, you probably need a website. Building a website can be tough, and even if you do know your way around coding, creating something that looks good and works well is a time-consuming affair. Take it from me. I tried to create a website to sell some surplus Jersey Boys hoodies and accidentally hacked into NORAD. Whoops. Luckily, Squarespace makes it easy to build beautiful websites without breaking a sweat. Squarespace provides simple, powerful, and beautiful websites that look professionally designed regardless of skill level, no coding required. So you probably won't do what I did and fat-figure your way into a near-international incident. I was only trying to add that we also have baby tees for the ladies. Not only does Squarespace provide you with intuitive and easy-to-use tools to create your website, Squarespace also has state-of-the-art technology powering your site to ensure security and stability. The kind of stability you experience when we don't think we are vulnerable to imminent extraterrestrial invasion. Canada is still mad at me. You know you can trust Squarespace for your website needs when millions of people and some of the most respected brands in the world trust them too. You can't beat the ease and simplicity of Squarespace. Squarespace gives you 24/7 online support and a beautiful website for only $8 a month. You can even get a free domain if you buy Squarespace for the year. Start a trial with no credit card required and start building your website today. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code PFT to get 10% off your first purchase and to show your support for Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. I love you, baby, and if it's quite all right, I'll visit your website. Ha-ha! Ad, how do you keep doing it week after week? I love you. See you at home, Ad. Welcome back, everyone. It is now time to introduce our pals. Let's see who we got here. Sitting next to me, just giggling like a damn fool. I love him to death. He is my colleague in the Super Ego Podcast and Performance Collective.
That's what we're called.
Ooh.
Please say hello to Mark McConville.
Hello.
Mark, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to the show.
Thanks. It's fun to do.
I'm glad to hear that because you've been on it several times.
I have. I couldn't help but think when you were talking about how long African parrots live, say you were a fan of maybe like The Weakest Link, and you loved that. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. And you taught your parrot to say that, and then 80 years later, it like has a limited number of things it can learn, but you probably can't teach it to not say things anymore.
You can't teach it to get tired of saying things.
Like once its bird brain is filled with the words it's going to say, that's it. So you got to be careful what you teach your bird, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Do you think that the bird will not discard things and make room for new sayings?
I don't think so. I think 80 years from now, a bird will say whatever you teach it once it's full up.
Do you think that there is an African gray out there saying, "What's up?"
Yeah, I was trying to think like my wife. Teach your bird to say, "My wife." God. And then you're an old man.
That bird gets to fly away, I would say. I would say that bird goes out on the porch, and it's like, good luck to you. Mark, we'll be back to pick you up later.
Great.
Over here, look at this guy. He's been on the show before. You've seen him on... What? Stop pointing at each other. I'm looking at one person.
And you're using a he pronoun.
Yeah, that's a dead giveaway.
I think it's you.
Listen, shut up. This guy, you've seen him on Parks and Recreation. You've seen him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You've seen him on a movie called 22 Jump Street. Was he in 21 Jump Street? Nope, he sure wasn't. Stop please. He is my colleague from the Thrilling Adventure Hour podcast, which still exists on the internet. Please say hello to Marc Evan Jackson.
Hello.
Mark, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much, Paul.
how do you feel right now? Are you okay?
I feel jet lagged. Is that your question?
Still?
Yeah, a little bit.
I finally started feeling normal yesterday. Mark and I, at the time of this recording, we just got back from a trip to Australia and New Zealand.
Just and not just. It was a week ago that we got back, and I frankly felt fine for the first 3 days, and then Wednesday night I began to feel like real fatigue.
That's exactly what happened to me.
Wow.
I got depressed.
Yeah.
I got depressed from Wednesday through Saturday.
Yeah.
I was depressed, and then Sunday I kind of felt normal.
Today I feel pretty good, but I felt really gauzy, just sort of, behind my eyes and fuzzy for a few days. I'm glad to hear. I ran into Krikikowski, and we shared notes on that, and he had the same experience.
Yeah.
So we're all dying, or we're all fine.
Well, here's the good news, and this applies to everyone listening. We are all dying.
Take that, pets.
Sorry, newborn babies. That means you too. Because once you're born, that's when it starts. Boy, you have a very limited amount of time where you're becoming alive. What do you think about it? Doesn't last very long.
It does not.
And then once you're out, kaboom, you're dying. We have a new guest.
On dying.
Joining us for the very first time.
Just talking to you.
You will have seen her on Children's Hospital. You will have heard her, and this just came up during the break. You will have heard her on the Travel Bug with August Lint episode of the Andy Daly Podcast Pilot Project. One of the favorite hours of my life that I ever spent alive. And you'll be able to see her August 18th in the Hot Wives of Las Vegas on Hulu. Her name? It's Erinn Hayes.
It is. Hello.
Erinn, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Oh my gosh, I'm happy to be here.
We've got, please, continue.
Just what Mark was saying. Just this morning, a mom at my school said she was the voiceover actress who said, "You are the weakest link. Goodbye."
What?
She might be an African Grey.
I thought it was that lady, that red-haired British lady.
This must be for the video game or something, right?
I don't know. I think there was one. I don't like to get into it.
They must have had a play-along online game or something like that.
Or did maybe they replaced her as the host at some point?
She was one of the recorded audio voices during that show saying something like that. I was barely listening.
I have my doubts about this lady.
Yeah, she might be an African Grey.
Like Polly Perrette.
Yeah.
Erinn, it's so great to have you here. We've gotten to play together many times with Super Ego, and I'm glad that you could be here on my show. Thank you so much.
I'm very happy. You're welcome.
Guys, we're just going to have fun. That's the only rule here. Also, don't touch my stuff. 2 rules. Guys, are you ready to hear? Oh, before I do this every time. First, let me talk you through this. This is for your benefit as well as for the listener. We are improvising this story. We will sometimes move around in time as we are unfolding our narrative. And if we are moving laterally in time, things are happening concurrently. Somebody's on one side of a door, somebody's on the other side of a door. If we want to demonstrate that these things are happening concurrently, we'll hear a cut to sound effect to move from scene to scene. That's what it sounds like. I mean, that is what it sounds like, right? When you think about it, cutting to something, right? If we're going to flash back, someone's having a memory, or we're going to find out more about a character's history or something like that, we'll hear this, to my mind, is the quintessential flashback sound. Yeah, harps. The official instrument of memories. If we want to return to the present day from that flashback, or we want to go into the future, you will hear this flash forward sound, represented by a xylophone. All right, now that you know what's happening, more stuff is going to happen. Okay, that didn't sound as tough as I'd hoped. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now reveal our location, given to us by Raphael Bob-Waksberg. It is the break room for costumed characters and ride operators at a theme park. Break room for costumed characters and ride operators at a theme park. I'm glad that both camps are allowed to share the break room and that they're not separated. We take you now to the break room for costumed characters and ride operators at a theme park.
This lighter's not working. You got a lighter?
I told you, man, I quit smoking 3 weeks ago. Never felt better.
Yeah, I forgot. Mr. Braggy Pants over here.
I still do have a lighter, though. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Rough day?
Yeah, one more minute as Colonel Sergeant, and I'm going to lose it. Kids tugging on my epaulets.
What's the worst part? Is it the big head?
You know it's the big head, obviously. Yeah. I gotta learn. I gotta learn. Stop coming in all hungover and smoking in the head.
Man, I tell you, man, if you quit smoking, you'll enjoy yourself in that head so much more.
I don't know. I gotta get out of here. I have to really buckle down and win the lottery.
Hey, you made your choice, man. That's why I operate the pirate ship. It's the best gig in the park. Pirate ship swings one way, swings back the other way. Yeah. Eventually it stops.
I don't know. That command center seems too high-tech. Those 2 buttons. I don't think I'm cut out for it.
You have a problem with buttons.
Yeah, I gotta win the lottery.
That's your plan?
That's all I got.
Did you play today?
Damn it. There's a reason this isn't working.
Hey, should you be ashing in the head like that?
Who cares at this? 4 minutes is up. I gotta go.
Hi, guys.
Oh, look who's here.
Make way. I gotta leave.
Hey, no, don't leave.
What?
What I have to say, I need you to hear, too. So Stick around, leave. You can push it a minute, all right? I'll tell Al. There's a new audition. There's a new show opening up in the park, and I wanted to give you guys the first opportunity because you're here right now. We're gonna open up Lord of the Flies, the show.
Really?
We're gonna do Lord of the Flies, the show. There's all the parts are open. We got the kids. There's the 2 adults. There's all the animals and all the pets. So, I mean, I guess it's like, show them what you got. Prep something good.
Michelle, I have 2 questions.
Sure. I have time for one.
Can I make it a compound question?
Sure.
Okay.
As long, put a comma in it, though, but not like a period or just...
What about a semicolon?
Okay. Go ahead.
Can I see that letter again real quick? I mean, if I'm staying...
Man, oh man, here.
Go.
Okay, here's my compound question. Are the auditions open to everybody? Hold on a second. I gotta.
Like the guests of the park?
Oh, hold on.
No.
Michelle, I'm trying to phrase this with a semicolon in it.
Okay. Let me hear your punctuation.
Okay. Are the auditions open? ... To everyone in the park? Semicolon. Will it be a musical? Question mark.
Listen, that was clearly 2 questions.
I know. I didn't know how to do it.
All right. You know what? We're going over. I'm calling Alan. We're going over. We'll be a little bit late out to Major General Land. Yeah, it's a musical. And no, it's not open to guests, and it's open to the park performers.
Just to pros.
Just the performers?
No, you don't have to be in the union, is what I'm saying. But it'd be nice if you had some talent,
Well,
wow me.
Right now?
Well, if you got it, I'll pass on.
Well, I got it. I got it big time.
Well, everyone knows you're a performer. You're one of the most popular performers here in the park. Everyone loves Colonel Sergeant.
Okay,
yeah, from Major General Land.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm the biggest attraction within all of the southeast corner of this lot.
He's even bigger than Brigadier Private.
Oh, positively. That guy's a clown. Literally a clown.
Everyone grab my gun.
What are you
Go
supposed
ahead.
to be?
Pull on it.
What?
Are you a clown or are you like a military?
Seems like a terrible idea.
Why is he just a clown with a gun?
I'm Brigadier Private. Don't you know who I am?
Why are you all your metal sprayed water in my face.
That's the idea.
Literally a clown, that guy.
I hate him.
Nobody likes him, guys, but he's under contract.
Well, listen, Michelle, do you think I got what it takes? Let me do a little number for you.
Okay.
This is from a Broadway musical entitled The Adequates. October times, when the harvest comes, I'll shuck my corn.
Well, that's good, but remember, this is like a kid thing. So this is like so could you do it like more like a kid? Not like a...
Oh, right.
You
We're
know,
playing
it's not
kids.
like... You were playing kids.
Oh,
You're
I
playing
thought they
kids.
just paint freckles on our faces. Is there more to it than that?
Yeah, there's acting.
All right, let me try it. Let me try
You
it.
know,
It's a
like
little
I
kid.
just want to see your angst, or
Okay.
your childlike wonder.
All right, okay. I'm not familiar with.
So there's singing and acting in your musical theater?
Have you never seen Lord of the Flies, you guys? There's murder. If you could work that into your audition piece, that'd be great.
I mean, I remember reading the book. I don't know that I've seen any sanctioned productions of it.
Oh, they're all over. They're touring right now.
Like where?
I went to Chaturanga.
Chaturanga.
The casino?
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're doing it at the casino, the Real Kids show at the casino.
Hey, you said you were. You said you were a devout Mormon. What were you doing at that casino?
So, so if I keep on my undergarments, is this okay? What if I close my eyes?
It's your $200.
Okay. All right. Now just breathe on me. Is this a private room?
Yeah, like most hotels, this is a private room.
Okay, good. Because I've been keeping my eyes closed the whole time. Talk to me about your beliefs, but touch me real soft.
I believe in the power of $1.
Wrong. Keep going.
I believe that man is innately good.
Oh God, that's totally right. I'm sorry.
I believe that there's a powerful afterlife worth living for.
Oh, what time is the buffet close?
9:23.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Room service, your decaffeinated coffee is here.
Thank you. Don't tell anybody.
Hey, you didn't even tell us anything. You just looked away.
Oh. All right.
Michelle, if we're going to close England versus Great Britain, you better have a showstopper.
I'm gonna have a show.
Something amazing.
Listen, I got
that
it.
show's been running for 25 years.
Okay.
England versus Great Britain is one of our more popular shows.
It's wonderful because it's this magical land versus a very real place, right? Everybody
Right.
loves it.
We get all of our military characters involved in the big action sequence there right in front of the theme park guest size.
Now, here's what's very important, if you don't mind my interjecting.
Go ahead.
One of the kids has to die.
Oh no,
That
we're
is
playing.
precisely the point I was going to bring up
Thank
as
you.
well.
We're going to
Yeah.
replace our big hit theme park show, England versus the Great Britain. Then what we need you to do is come up with something that's even better, that it does involve a child dying.
Yeah, we need child deaths.
Okay, now these are gonna be like disposable kids that we just like these like non-union.
Of course not.
Oh,
union,
please,
of course.
non-union.
Yeah.
Can't afford
Non-union.
union kids.
No, of course, yeah, and they'll like. What if we killed them off in the middle of a big musical number? What if we also killed pets?
Sure. I mean,
I like it.
I sincerely feel as though pets have it coming.
Yeah.
Now, no threat, Michelle, but if you can't pull this off, you will be replaced with none other than Norton Jester.
so go out. Is that his name?
It's the resume I have in front of me.
All right. So go out there and scrounge up some worthy candidates.
I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It's Jordan Nesters.
Okay, do it.
Sure. I got a lot of great people that hang out at the theme park in the break room. I'm sure I'll just go at some certain time.
All right.
Well, now that time, you told us a completely different story. Still had nothing to do with why you were in the casino. But anyway, that's what brings you here.
That's what brings me here, you guys. I'm really looking for you to bail me out.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, just can I sit down? It's hot out there.
Sure. You know, this is a private area.
Yeah, I'm a brigadier private.
Oh.
Just excuse me, so. Can I sit here?
I don't know why I didn't recognize you in your full clown costume.
I just need to sit down. It's
There's,
Sit down.
hot out there.
Yeah, sure.
I guess we have to tell him there's news.
There's no.
Can I see that letter again?
Are they
What, man?
We really got to get the book.
We,
free churro day? Is it free churro day?
better. They're opening a new thing. We're doing a thing, and we're all auditioning. We're gonna save the park.
Hey, are you familiar with Lord of the Flies?
No.
Really?
What is it?
You never read it in school or nothing?
You never read it in
Nah,
school?
I'm functionally illiterate.
I don't know
About a bunch
functional.
of kids who get stranded on an island and then they start killing each other, exploring their bodies and such.
They go nuts. They go so nuts from exploring their bodies, it turns to murder.
It turns to murder, and they kill a pig, and there's a shell, and one of the kids is a little overweight.
He's got glasses. He's got to die.
That's about it.
Where's the show going to go?
Well,
the
the show's-
park's already packed. We don't have any more stages.
I think they're making some room.
That's the thing. That was the second part of the news, you guys. We're not taking down Major General Land. That one's safe.
Of course not.
Good.
Okay.
Obs.
But there's a couple other places we're considering. Now, I don't want to stress you out.
Mitch, you know my name.
I know, Mitch. I didn't want to single
That
you
was a
out.
trick. My name is Joseph.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. It's just that, well, we're about to lose your land.
What?
Yeah.
What?
But who's the pirate ship? They're getting rid of the pirate ship?
We're getting rid of the pirate ship.
Everybody loves the pirate ship because
Do
it's that
they?
funny feeling in their stomach.
Yeah, but it's just it's basically motion sickness, the experience.
But with a sort of sexual feeling, too. It's
That's
like
what we
right
like.
under your stomach.
And we're going to bring that vibe to the new show.
Listen, Michelle.
I don't know.
You got to get me in then. You
Yeah.
got to get me in. If they lose the pirate ship, I'm out of a job.
The pirate ship's right next to England versus Great Britain, the show I do warm up for.
I mean, certainly we could close some other
everybody
lands,
loves your
couldn't we?
warm-up.
We could get rid of high fructose corn syrup mountain. We could get rid of Razor Blade Island.
Sure, but people...
Nobody goes to Razor Blade Island. Do it over there.
Not twice.
Not...
Michelle, I'm begging you, you can't shut that down.
I'm sorry. The choice isn't up to me, all right? There's 3 guys that sit in a room and they got gravelly voices and they make a lot of decisions.
How many open spots are there in Lord of the Flies, the musical?
Well, that's the thing. That starts out with a lot, but it gets down to real few.
No, I understand. But like, but they don't recast it from show to show,
Every
right?
day.
What? Every day they recast it?
We're going to lose some people in this show, but we're going to get a whole lot more.
Was that a stipulation from the producers? There's one thing you need to do.
Yeah, this is very important.
I'm
Vital.
listening. I'm taking notes.
Cattle call auditions every morning.
That's right. Every single day.
Hey, I got to run these things?
I don't
Yep.
care how much it costs. Get it done.
You don't care how much it costs, but we're getting rid of Pirate Island for money?
You get that we're weird, crazy people, right?
You understand?
True.
I'm
Gotcha.
smoking 4 cigars right now.
Yeah, right.
I'm burning $100 bills.
I get you.
Wow, those producers sound professional.
They sure
You
do.
guys, they've really got me bent around a bucket here. That's a saying, right?
Absolutely, it is.
It is on Razor Blade Island.
All right, we got to do these auditions then, right? We'll help you
Yeah.
out, Michelle, because it's in our best interest, all of us, to make sure the show goes on.
Listen, there's a segment where people kill pets. I think I told you about it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
mentioned it. Yeah.
So
just tell
And
me
we
I'm
all
a little
agreed.
fixated.
We all agreed. We're happy about it.
There's also a segment it's a contest. And we'll drop things on the ground, and the kids have got to run around them like it's a scary little island.
You mean obstacles?
Yeah, I think I do.
That's what you mean by drop things on the ground. The kids got to run around them.
Yeah, they're obstacles, right?
Yeah, I thought for a second maybe
What
there
part of
wasn't
that
a word
didn't you
for
understand?
that. No, my mistake.
There's a word for it. I was saving it.
Well, it's out of the bag.
It seems like a perfect occasion.
It's an economy of language, I suppose. Maybe an opposite.
Michelle,
Yeah?
are you saying that Brigadier Private and Colonel Sergeant are going to be no more?
I don't think I ever said that.
Well, that's the implication, because you're closing the pirate ship and you're closing the show
Well,
to open up this new murder program.
I don't think that all of Major General Land is going to be on the chopping block.
You know what, though?
How do you know, pirate ship operator?
How dare you say it like that?
We're gonna merge. It's more like a merge, you guys. Listen, have you ever read or seen Battle Royale?
Again, I've never read a book.
True,
I'm unable.
right? I remember that.
He did establish his absence of bona fides.
You guys are just gonna move your parts. We're gonna move the pirate general. Are you a pirate general?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
We're gonna move the brigadier general and the general major over, and you're gonna run.
This
We're gonna
is
get.
so like management. You don't even know what I do day to day.
I'm
She
an
didn't
artist.
know my name. She
I'm
thought
an
it was
artist.
Mitch.
I'm Brigadier Private.
He's Brigadier Private.
Kids yank on my gun all day.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
It's a great bit.
It's dirty.
It's dirty in description, and it's horrifying in practice.
Yeah.
It's terrifying to see a bunch of kids grasping for a gun.
I feel like without the squirting, it'd be fine. It just gets complicated.
Kids love it.
Yeah, but we're going to merge it all, you know? I mean, like, we're taking it and we're going to let the kids... See, that's the thing. I can't have a cattle call every day. You guys, that sounds exhausting.
I feel like the producers deliberately and explicitly told you.
But if we have kids come in, then you guys will be in charge of the island and let them, let them grab the gun. And then we'll just we'll let them all come in and just one comes out. It'll be like Baby Thunderdome.
Just so I'm clear, there's a character in the Lord of the Flies show called Brigadier Private. I've never read a book.
I don't know what anyone said to make you think that was the case.
I thought you were getting rid of our jobs.
No, well, some jobs are on the line.
Especially if I win the lottery.
Did you play?
Damn it.
Okay, guys. I think what we got to do is we got to figure out a way to get into this show, make sure all of our jobs are safe, and somehow keep these three weirdo producers happy. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That'll keep my job, for sure.
We got to think about this. We got to do something, or else we're all doomed. Oh my gosh, you guys. These people are in trouble. What's going to happen to them? We'll find out when Spontaneanation returns. Hello, friends. It is I, the Contraptionaire. As a gentleman, I shave daily, but shaving can be uncomfortable, what with razor burn, nicks, and so forth and whatnot. And on top of that, it can be outrageously expensive. Now, I speak, of course, of shaving contraptions, razors, and their accompanying razor blades. Now, before you smash your podcast contraption in disgust at the very mention of such items, let me tell you about Harry's. Harry's blades are about half the price of the other big branded blades, and they ship for free to your front doorstep. They're better, too. The first blades were made in Germany, and Harry's liked them so much, they just bought the entire factory then and there. I did a similar thing with an open-air contraption factory in Savannah, Georgia, which turned out to be a municipal dump. I was swindled, but I did gather up 3 gently used radiators before I was asked to leave. Back to Harry's. Why pay $32 for an 8-pack of razor blades? It's half the price at Harry's, and with Harry's, you'll get a better shave that respects your skin, your face, your legs, and your wallet. Contraptions that respect you, that's a refreshing change of pace. And no pesky plexiglass cabinets to unlock either. Wouldn't you like to be free of the shame of asking for the privilege of buying razor blades? A noble pursuit, to be sure. Harry's starter set is an amazing deal. For $15, you get a razor, moisturizing shave cream, and 3 razor blades. And with promo code PFT, you can get $5 off that for an even more amazing deal. Men, women, we all need razors that shave well and respect our faces, legs, and whatever else our Creator has seen fit to bless with hair that we are free to taketh away. Harry's razors and blades also make great gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, or contraptionary cotillions, of which there are so many throughout the year. Where does one find the time? I am lightly dabbing my forehead with a handkerchief. Go to Harrys.com now, and Harrys will give you $5 off if you type in this coupon code PFT with your first purchase. That's Harrys.com and enter coupon code PFT at checkout for $5 off and start shaving better today. Good contraptioning to you all. Welcome, everyone, to the auditions. I am Mr. Powell. I have written this adaptation of Lord of the Flies, the theme park edition. Now, I have taken some liberties with the text. Has anyone read the book when they were in school?
Yes, I did.
60, 70 years ago, sure.
How about you, wearing the jester's motley?
No, I'm unfamiliar.
You haven't read the book?
No, sir.
Why?
I'm unable to read.
Is that so?
Yeah, I just devoted my life to mimery, juggling, clowning, other sorts of...
He can yo-yo.
Yeah, I could...
Can you yo-yo?
Are you finished?
Yes. Yes?
I thought there was more.
Why did you think there were more?
Just the way you talk, you must be from England or Great Britain, whichever one of those you're from.
I'm from Terabithia, my friend.
Huh. Yeah, I can yo-yo. Is that part of the show?
Let me see some yo-yoing from you.
Okay, ready?
Here we are, up in Canada. Take her down to Mexico.
Oh, my word.
Texas
Look at that.
time.
What? I've never seen a yo-yo move so quickly.
I call that trick North America.
And yet you are a functional illiterate.
Yes, sir.
But the devil, I've never seen anything like it. Well, you're in the show. Okay. Now, you there. What's your name, young lady?
Michelle
Michelle
Collins.
Collins. Like the commentator from VH1?
Sure.
Michelle, what have you brought for us today?
I mean, listen, I'm supposed to just be the producer of this.
Well, then why are you here at the audition?
Well, I thought also I might audition.
Well, you are a performer here at this park, are you not?
Yeah, I'm a performer, but I'm in charge of shows. I mean, like, I do a lot of stuff here. I mean, what's the problem? That's right, I'm from New York. I do a lot of stuff here. I forgot. I'm so stressed out about putting on this show and getting into this show and being in charge of the show, but also having to be in it and then maybe getting killed in it that I really don't even understand anymore.
Darling, I understand.
All I know is I've prepared a short monologue.
All right, please, just relax. In your own time, let me hear this monologue.
You were a good parent to me, and I don't want to have to do this to you because you might have another year to live, but you might have another 17 years to live. I don't know, Pepper, but I got this chair and I'm gonna throw it at you until you're dead, and I'm gonna try so hard. Don't look at me. Look away from me. Look away, Pepper. How could I even think? Pepper, let's grow old together. Scene.
That was wonderful.
Do you see? Because I started in one place and then I ended in another, and I think it showed true emotional arc.
Dramatic range. Let me ask you.
Sure.
This person in the scene was killing their parent?
No, their parrot. It's just a bird.
Oh, I see. I thought it was a mother or father named Pepper.
Oh, no, I would go to different emotional places.
May I see that?
Sure. Oh, God, parent, who is my father? You made me so mad. I've never been more mad at you than when you read my diary where I said I was mad at you. I don't want to kill you, but I have to. Prepare. I'm going to put your whole hand in the oven until it falls off, and then I'm going to watch you die from gangrene. Parent, who is my dad. Scene.
Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful rendition of Patricide.
Thank you, I'm classically trained.
Oh, well, you're in the show. And finally, we'll turn to this military man. Now, is that your actual head, sir?
This one is. This one is my costume of Colonel Sergeant.
I see. It's almost, the scale is almost 1-to-1.
Yes. That's the difficulty I was having, is crushing it that closely to my actual skull.
And what have you prepared for us today?
All I know is that I prepared this very long monologue.
Oh, I see, another monologue.
Yeah. It's based on events from my real life. Hi, Dan. Can I get 5 scratchers? No, I know. Yeah, you keep saying. Right. Yeah, but somebody's got to be that 1 in a trillion, right? Can't win without being in it. Right? No, I know. Okay. Can I just get them? No, the Pineapple Millions. Yeah. Hey, I'm paying for this with the last of my scratch. Can I borrow a coin to scratch these with? Okay. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, I know, you keep saying. Yeah. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
It's not looking good.
So you're getting it?
For the character, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's me?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Here comes number 2.
Whoa. Oh, only number 2.
Whoa.
So he had all that reaction to number 1.
I feel like I warned you that this was a longer.
Just to be clear, was he scratching off the first entire ticket or just the first little circle in the Pineapple Millions?
Each ticket has 81 squares.
Darling, cut to the end. Cut to the end. Cut to the final.
Oh my God, I didn't win.
Right. 2 quick notes. Number one, usually a monologue is one person just talking, not one half of a conversation. You sort of did a sort of Bob Newhart version of a monologue.
Agree to disagree.
My second note, congratulations, you're in the show.
Oh, wow.
You moved me because your life seems so sad. So very sad.
So you're getting that.
And I got that this was not so much a representation of your life as what actually happens.
Oh, earlier today, yeah. No, this is straight. This is ripped from the headlines.
It's a real Law and Order approach.
Chung Chung.
Now then, is everyone comfortable with being murdered?
Given my druthers, I'd prefer to do the murdering. But yeah,
Why?
but I'm a team player.
Why? What do you have to live for? You just scratch lottery tickets all day.
So many questions.
You just scratch lottery tickets all day and you don't ever win.
I thought that maybe like we were the murderers, and then the children participants were the ones who were getting off. Like
Murderies.
The murderies.
I see.
That's what that was kind of the rotating cast I was hoping for. I got to be honest.
Now, Michelle, darling,
Yeah.
you don't think that the audience might have a wee bit of a problem with seeing actual children murdered?
Oh, I never thought about that.
I feel as if
before.
we're pushing it as it is. The producers very much want live murders to happen, and that's why I cast adults.
Are you sure? We very much want live murders to happen.
That is a deal breaker.
So they were clear. Okay.
They were very clear, very clear.
Well, I've always wanted to be in show business, so I guess I'll just say, I wanted to get out of the theme park and get into show business any way I can. So this could be a real stepping stone for me, like to take a risk and be like a brave actress,
Gotta be in it to win it.
in it to win it.
May I tell you a story, darling?
All right.
Years ago, a young Barbara Streisand was auditioning for a musical. She had gum in her mouth when she walked onto the stage. She took the gum out, put it under the stool, and then did her monologue. When she left, everyone rushed to the stage. She was brilliant, of course. They rushed to the stage, looked under the stool, and there was no gum there.
Everyone rushed to the stage? Why did it take so many people?
To rush to the stage?
Yeah, to check for just one piece of gum.
Quick, grab that gum.
I gotta see that gum.
Grab the gum.
I gotta see that gum.
gotta
What
see the
kind of
gum.
gum was that?
You
Guys,
guys, what do you think I felt like I smelled strawberry.
there's no gum here. Why was she pretending to chew gum?
That lying bitch.
So, in your example, the gum is Jesus?
If you like.
All right.
It's a footprint sort of thing, I suppose.
Is the murder gonna be the gum?
It will be murder by gum. That's.
See, that seems creatively interesting
Yes,
to me.
here on page 5, as you see,
Yeah, more pudding.
one of the characters, I think his name is Piggy, he's forced to eat so much gum that he dies.
Oh.
A gum tree grows in his belly, and it bursts out of his stomach,
Sure.
raining gum down upon all of these disgusting little children.
All right. Yeah. And that's me? I'm the one with the asthma?
With the
With
what?
With the what?
I think it's asthma. But you wrote it. Here it says that my character calls it asthma.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard it out loud. Of course, in my accent, it just sounds like asthma.
Hey, Michelle, how good is the script? I wouldn't know.
The script is amazing.
You haven't read it yet?
You haven't read it?
You guys, we've been over this.
Here, I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
Take my copy.
No, no, it's okay.
Yeah, no, borrow mine.
No, you know how hard it is to not be able to read.
May I say this? This fellow has declared, at least once, he cannot read.
Here's another copy.
I don't understand where this is getting us. Now, we will recite your lines to you.
Okay.
You, of course, Colonel Sergeant, you will be playing the role. Do you have an actual name?
Yeah, James.
James. James, you will be essaying the role of Piggy. He's a fat little fellow.
Sweet.
With round glasses.
All over it.
No one likes him.
Yep.
And yet he is the smartest person.
Autobiographical.
Brigadier Private, what is your actual name? Or do you not have one?
No, I got one.
What is it?
Randy.
Randy. You'll be essaying the role of Doug.
What's he like? Does he have the kids pull on his gun and he does yo-yo tricks for him?
Here, his description's written down right here.
No, I can't.
Now, let me read it to you, darling. Doug, 10. A feisty lad. He doesn't care for rules or teachers and their dirty looks. He's the kind who'll throw an egg on the carpet.
Oh, I do that.
Got it?
I do that in my own house.
Oh, well, you shouldn't.
Also, I'm 53.
That's fine. Let's not reveal our ages because I think it's already straining the audience's suspension of disbelief.
You don't think it was a bit of a stretch that a 53-year-old man who cannot read is playing a 10-year-old?
Well, that's what I'm worried about. So,
Wait, well, hold on. Can a 10-year-old read? Because I don't know that I believe that.
there could be some illiterate. Well, I suppose if a man's 53, he was an illiterate at 10 as well.
Well, I should also mention I can only hold about 200 words in my head.
Really?
Yeah,
So, like, are you all filled up?
Are you just going to stop speaking at some point?
Filled up?
Well, the role. I hope you're not almost filled up because the role of Doug has over 300 words in it.
This is going to be a problem.
Okay. Do you have the ability to delete and learn words as you go along?
Oh, no. I should have put it on my resume if I were able to construct one.
Could you read cue cards that were pictograms?
Like a rebus?
If you like.
Sure.
Right. Problem solved. And now, Michelle.
Oh, what am I going to play?
You will be playing the role. It's the role of the twins.
Both of them?
That's right. Their names are Ian and...
The man?
The man. Ian and the man.
Wait, what do Ian and the man do? Are they on stage at the same time?
They are frequently on stage at the same time.
All right.
Now,
should I just like jump from one place to another and like always keep... Should I do different faces?
We'll figure it out on the day.
All right, but let's pretend it's the day.
Honey, sit still. The show's about to start. Calm down.
I don't want to see a show.
This is supposed to be good. There's a person who jumps around.
Yeah, probably didn't have any murders in it.
Hey, the man! Hey, the man! What are you doing with that shell?
It's starting, honey.
I'm holding the shell because this is the show of talking. Oh, really? I've hold the shell. Why are you even talking, Ian?
Every time I do it. When's the show gonna start, Mom? And cue Doug.
Eyeball.
No. Think, put it together in your head. Put it together in your head and then say, no.
Eyelash.
No. What are you doing?
Pupil.
No, sir.
I want.
Randy.
I for what?
I
for what? And then say want.
What?
Oh.
Just sit still, darling. It's gonna start.
It's the worst. I hate waiting for shows to start. And cue Piggy.
I can barely breathe with all this gum in my mouth.
Here's another piece, Piggy, said the man.
Let me just swallow the part I've already been chewing.
Oh, this is doing a number on my ass, Mar.
Hey, I don't get it. How come nobody's dead yet? This show takes forever for a murder to happen.
We'll fix it in previews.
Where are we going to take this, by the way?
Baltimore.
Darlings, it's going splendidly. During this intermission, I would like to remind you, they are expecting a murder, but I think if I can read their faces up in the producer's box, they seem to be quite happy with the show so far.
I don't know. I think it's really still weird. I keep saying, why do I have to say what character I'm speaking as? Like, isn't them jumping around enough? Do I have to keep saying, oh, come over here, said Ian?
Now, you did deny my suggestion of a wig.
No. Yeah, because it makes my scalp itch.
But it's only for a short time while you're playing just the one character.
I know, but I just feel like the man wouldn't cut his hair like that.
Look, darlings, please. I wish that more than 3 people had turned up for the auditions, but this is the show that we're doing.
I have to warn you, I'm getting exhausted. Playing 20, 30 characters just by myself. It's a lot.
Well, it might help if you didn't smoke while you were performing.
I have an addiction.
I just think it'd be better if I was out there just in military land having my gun pulled on and doing yo-yo tricks for everybody.
Randy.
This show's garbage.
Well, in all my years in the theater, listening
This theater?
this particular
Have you been in
theater
this?
for a long time, very long time.
You
I
direct.
know, because when we showed up, you were already
You were
here. I
here,
just
and we were
figured
like-
you were like 5 minutes early or
like-
something.
No, I live here. I live here in the theater.
Did you direct England versus Great Britain, the long-running show that was in this venue before this piece of junk took over?
It's always nice to meet a fan.
Are you Jordan Nestor?
That was my name, yes. Before
Wow.
I changed it to Justin Norders.
Well, it's I've met you.
Yes, we've met.
Yes.
We've all met. I don't understand. This is a strange thing for you to be saying.
It's not nice to meet you. I've already met you.
Oh, you're making a point.
Yes.
I see. Well,
And I'm exhausted. Can I get the light? Does anybody have a lighter?
hey, what happened to that
Where's
one
that one
fellow?
guy?
The pirate ship
Where's
operator.
Mitch Joseph?
What? Remember, he got killed.
That's right. He got killed during
In
rehearsals. Finally, I get a chance to act. I'm so excited, you guys. So what do I do?
Just
Well, you
stand
there,
right
and
here.
then
Yes, move him over a little to the left. Oh, like this?
And this
Right
is
here?
where Ian comes with the rock. Watch out! I'm getting you with the rock, says Ian.
Huh?
Ah!
My skull! Oh, that's right. His
Right.
head was stove in with a rock. Well,
It was a great That was a great rehearsal.
it was a
That
great
real.
rehearsal. I wish we'd been rolling on that
That
head.
was so real.
We should have saved it.
Oh God, is this a movie?
It should be. It should be. And perhaps one day, the story of our little show will be a movie.
And then we'll really make it in Hollywood.
That's right. Everyone's dream in the theater.
And the lottery. The lottery.
They're just flashing the lights now, so I think intermission's about to end. And so is everyone ready?
Guys, halftime's over.
Now, shall we say, let's say a little prayer before we go out there. Who would like to lead us in the prayer?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, boy. All right, Randy.
Just get us through this one, and
Could you, Randy?
Yep.
Could you not do the yo-yo tricks while you're doing the prayer? It's a little distracting.
I thought you were asking me to do my yo-yo trick called the prayer.
Fair enough. Please continue.
Get us through this one. Get us up it and down it. Get us left and around it. Amen.
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 A beautiful actor's prayer. All right, gang. Let's go out there and show them what Lord of the Flies is all about when it comes to its wonderful conclusion.
And I'm chewing, and I'm chewing, and I'm chewing, and I'm chewing some gum.
That's right, it's a
And I'm
musical.
chewing, and I'm chewing, and I'm chewing, and I'm chewing some gum.
Can I get a lighter?
Can I? Gum.
Keep going.
Okay. And now it's time for me to go and swallow. I have filled the heart in my soul that was hollow.
Cue Doug's yo-yo song.
Hey, look at that tree growing out of him, not out of me. Look at it rise up to the skies. I think that's a picture of a can on that card.
Oh, he's run out of words. Take it, Michelle.
My name is Dan. I am a man. I am looking at this little boy, Ian. I am a boy. I'm still alive. And my best friend is a man named Dan. Everyone is dead, says Ian. Everyone is dead, says Dan. The end of the song.
Do they love it? Do they love it?
We're immediately closing the Lord of the Flies musical murder spectacular.
Effectively, immediately.
Yeah, I kind of wish that there were more murders in it.
Yeah, you guys, listen, at the end of the day, a lot of people just didn't want to get dead.
Hey, Michelle,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. That
Yeah.
one song that ended the whole show.
Yeah, like, it wasn't... Okay, sorry, ask the question.
Was the last line, correct me if I'm wrong, was the last line, this is the end
Of the song.
of the song? Because we had a bet going up here in the box.
Well, we made a choice, you know? They said taper it out. You always want to leave an audience guessing. So, yes, but also no, you know? I mean, yeah, it was the end of the song, but it was... did you like it?
Look, Michelle,
Yeah.
as one of the 3 operating partners of America, the theme park, we're going to be letting you go.
What?
Yeah.
But you guys, I mean, you gotta say that was a success. Somebody did die. That
of
Sergeant
all-
Major is dead.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
right.
I know we didn't kill as many kids as you wanted, but
Never. I mean, how could you?
yeah.
It's never enough for
There's
me.
never.
It's never enough for you, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I just...
Frankly, you overstepped your bounds as a manager here to become a performer. That's
Right.
that's a conflict
It's
of
a
interest.
stress conflict.
But now I got a question for you.
Oh, it's unprecedented.
This is turnabout.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just see my opportunity and I want to know. Do you think I have it?
Michelle,
Yeah.
honey,
Yeah.
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You've got it.
You've got it in Hunger Games.
I'm gonna be in the Hunger Games.
Not what I said, but we do have a
Oh my
juicy role for you.
That's right.
We do have a juicy role for you in Witch Hat Space Station.
It's called the Clock Cat. You play a cat with a clock in you.
It's
Wow.
full disclosure, that clock is a time bomb.
Yeah, so you will explode by the end of the show.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Two shows a night. 7 shows a week. 7 nights a week.
2 shows a night, 7
2 shows
days
a night,
week.
7 nights a week.
14 times a week I'm gonna die.
That's right.
That's correct.
You're going to explode.
Listen, I'll do whatever it takes, you guys. Thanks for giving me this big break.
Well, you got it, so.
Well, fellas, another successful production by Gravel Voice Incorporated. And there you have it. The classic story. That's it. That's that thing. Mark McConville. You are Mark McConville on Twitter,
Yeah.
on Instagram,
Yes.
on all the platforms.
Well,
Do you like it on the platforms?
it's pretty good.
Could be better.
Yeah.
Could be better.
I enjoy social media, I guess. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I guess that's what
Yeah,
I'm
it's good.
All right. Marc Evan Jackson.
Hello.
Or Marcevan Jackson.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's happened in the past.
It does, yeah.
You have a page somewhere as Marcevan Jackson?
Early on, years ago, computers for airlines didn't like the space between Mark and
Right.
Evan. And so you would sometimes hear at, Northwest Airlines is paging Marcevan Jackson, which, in fairness, is possible.
How long would it take you to put it together?
Oh, 0 seconds.
That's how many times it's happened.
You are Marcevan Jackson on Twitter.
That's correct.
You're not on Instagram, which is a shame. It's fun.
Is it?
Yeah, Instagram is great.
I feel like I don't want yet another platform on which to have to judge my value as a human by how many people look at my things or whatever.
Oh,
I feel like Twitter has that.
well then stay off of there.
Yeah. I think I am on it. I just don't use it. I think
But
I
do
am.
you love looking at people's pets?
I don't.
Oh, well, stay off.
Oh, I've said this before. I like people's pets. I like people's children. I like sunsets.
Oh.
Don't care about food.
No, never care about food.
Don't care about food. I like, you know what? I like people's drinks though. When people post a picture of a drink, that
Make you
looks very
thirsty?
appealing
Makes
to
you
me.
thirsty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a cold beer or a cool looking cocktail or something like that. Yeah.
I'll look into it. You guys.
Look into it.
Yeah.
Look into it. It's not gonna kill you, is what I'm saying. What if it does? Oh, I'd feel terrible.
Would you?
Of course I.
They would
Mark.
pass. It would pass.
Of course I would. If you got killed because of Instagram, I would feel responsible.
I'd watch that movie.
Erinn Hayes. Oh wait, Erinn, shut up.
Oh,
Mark,
Sure.
Yeah.
the Detroit Creativity Project.
Yes.
Please talk about it.
The Detroit Creativity Project is a 501c3 nonprofit. We teach middle and high school students in the city of Detroit to improvise because it's a really confidence-building, life-affirming, positive, and creative outlet that many of the Detroit public schools can't afford to offer. They can't afford to offer arts programs. So we are at dcpimprov.org or DetroitCreativityProject.org, and I encourage you to check it out. It's a lot of my crew from Detroit, Mary Beth Monroe from Workaholics and The Brink, Keegan Michael Key from Key and Peele, Larry Joe Campbell from According to Jim, and we're giving some love back to the D, and we encourage you to join us.
501c fans, you heard? Erinn Hayes.
You rattled off those numbers.
He really did.
So fast.
He really
Hey,
did.
513C.
And somebody's ears perked up like, whoa, 513C. Erinn Hayes, you are Hayes Lady.
I am Hayes Lady
on the things.
On all the platforms.
And Hot Wives of Las Vegas, August 18th on Hulu. Is there anything else that you would like to tell people about?
Seeing as the date you told me that this will be available.
In late July.
No.
Hell no. It's summertime. It's time for rest.
Summertime.
It's languid times where you're on the sun porch and you got your mint julep and shit.
I am just gonna languish myself.
Just languish around.
You know.
And I thank you for being here, and I hope you will return.
Of course, thank
I
you
was
for
about to
having
turn
me.
over to Evan, but then I was like, no, I got to get this in with Erinn.
You got to point.
She's got to know.
Pointing right at me.
I'm pointing right at her. Eban Schletter. He is Eban Schletter on the platforms. He's also not on Instagram. Your lovely wife is on Instagram, though, so sometimes you'll pop up in a picture. Not often, though. I never address Eban directly during the podcast, so this is weird. And I'm seeing his eyes through the thin line of the microphone stand. It's very strange. Eban Schletter is Eban Schletter on Twitter, ebanschletter.com. You can find his albums for purchase, and you should buy them because Eban Schletter is only the best. What do I have to plug? No, You Shut Up. As of this recording, still waiting on confirmation of the 4th season. It is growing tiresome to wait. And we love the show. We're so behind it. We can't wait until season 4 begins. When will that happen? Is it going to happen? You're the best. That's the kind of conversations that I've been having. Spontaneous. Oh, anyway, you can see the show on YouTube. You can see it online. It's also on Hulu. No, You Shut Up. Please do check out the show. It is a fun show that I love doing and cannot wait to start doing again. If you have been on the fence about it because there's puppets on it, the puppets are a feature, not a bug. Spontaneanation Live returns to Largo on Saturday, August 1st. These shows are always fun. Please do come out and see that. Tickets at paulftompkins.com/live. Rate us on iTunes, rate us on all the places that you rate things. It helps the show out a great deal. If you want to leave a review somewhere, here's what I like to do. I like to ask people to leave word-for-word reviews, and then when I go and look at them, it cracks me up to see that people have done it. Person after person has done it. Here's the latest word-for-word review. You can write around this, put stuff before and after it, but put this word-for-word somewhere in the body of your review. What kind of a life was I leading before I listened to this podcast? Question mark. A stupid one, that's for sure! Exclamation mark. My wife and my family, they can all go to hell because I have a new relationship in my life with Spontaneanation, parentheses, with Paul F. Tompkins, close parentheses, period. All right. You can embroider around the edges however you wish. And if you would like to donate to the show to help keep us going and help keep Earwolf going, you may do so. We have gotten donations from some fans here. This is very nice. People who have donated. Is this the amount next to Earwolf? People have donated $100. How do you like that? That's unbelievable to me. But thank you to Tyler Mills. Thank you to Pearly Cunanan, Cunanan. What a fun name. Pearly, Perli. Cunanan, Cunanan. All of them. Sean M. Humphreys. Ugh, pretentious middle initial, am I right? And also a guy named Nathan Diffie, who told me personally that he donated and has made some wonderful posters after each episode of the show. Check them out. They are posted online on the Spontaneanation group on Facebook, the page on Facebook. They're really wonderful, and check them out. And thank you, Nathan, for being such a great supporter of the show. Thank you to engineer Cody for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Thank you all for being here. Goodbye forever until next week. I'm Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Praesenti!
This summer,
You sent her, you monster.
the world's greatest screenwriters
So it appears it is to be a chess match, after all.
and Hollywood's brightest actors
How do you just stop believing in it all?
will come together
Eventually, you will slip.
in a cinematic explosion
I hope you trip and break your bloody stiff neck.
the likes of which podcasting has never seen.
End of the goddamn world, huh?
The Blacklist Table Reads takes the best screenplays from the famous Blacklist website and brings them to life with cream-of-the-crop talent and beautiful sound design. It's like a movie for your ears.
You have no idea how committed we are.
The story continues every week with a new movie every month. The Blacklist Table Reads, hosted by me, Franklin Leonard, and not in the movie trailer voice. Check it out on iTunes, at wolfpop.com, or on your favorite podcasting app. We'll see you there.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich, Scott Ackerman, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.